She's sort of organised, but not. Well, no, I am. The lighting's not that crash hot. Hi, everyone. Hello, all, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. My name is Mary, coming to you with Wednesdays Live, and we already look like we're having connection issues. Don't you love it? I don't know where to look when there's a connection problem. I say, let's play Dr. Mary. Let's play Connection, Dr. Connection Mary. Let's see how we're going. We cannot find anywhere where we can fix the connection issues. Guys, I hope we are well. We have one person on at the moment. I'm a little bit late, to be fair. How late am I? Oh, it's 4 minutes. I mean, 3 minutes, really. 3 minutes late. Are you going to hold that against me? Hello, everyone. I hope our connection issues are working. Hi, Karen. Karen, hello. Please tell me if we are having trouble with the connection, because it certainly looks like it on my end. Pop your live chat or your all chat, guys, and not your top chat, or you'll miss everything. Middle, hello, beautiful. Middle is in the house. Lovely to have you here, Middle. We look like we might be having connection issues already. Are we having connection issues, guys? Please let me know. Beautiful Anna. Hi, Anna. Lovely to have you here. Please let me know if we are having connection issues. Can you hear me properly? Can you see me properly? Am I standing on my head, toes in the air, that sort of thing? Not really, but I do have some socks here I need to put on. I'm getting cold. She's very cold. They're very cold. I hope everyone is well. I'm putting my socks on live. I'm putting them on live. A slight crackle, but not bad. Okay, well, I can see it looks very much like it's really bad connection. If we have any problems and we get shut down, well, we get shut down. Hi, Raylene. Lovely to have you here. We seem to be having some connection. It's always on a Wednesday, isn't it? What goes on around here on a Wednesday? Sounds okay, a slight crackly, a little bit crackling. Well, this is what happened last couple of Wednesdays ago. Exactly the same thing. The crackling happened. And you know what the worst part is? No one's here. It's just me. Hi, Green Butterfly. And Whiskey Whiskers is in the laundry sleeping. I lock her up before the live. She does tend to sleep between 4:30 and 6 o'clock, which is fantastic for me because I usually get dinner ready around that time. And I don't want to be burning anything while I'm chasing around after a cat. Well, she's not a cat. She's still a kitten. Whiskey Whiskers is very well. She's so naughty today. Having said that, she did sleep on the couch while staring at me whilst I was recording today. I was able to record whilst she was in the lounge room staring at me. She always tries to get on the table where I'm recording. We're going to have to be careful with that soon. What a time. Let's all have a drink. Cheers, everyone. How's our connection now? We're still slow. We've still got issues. Guys, I'm very itchy today, so bear with me. Something's got the allergies up going. And I don't know if it's this room or what it is, but I'm really itchy. And you can see everything's going red. Gosh, I hope I'm not getting sick. Because you can see the eyes go. I start to look like Sylvester Stallone. We're related, no? How is everyone's V-stitch blanket coming along? Have I got the right side to show you? No, that's the right side. I've done a few rows, not many. I've done a few rows, but how gorgeous is it looking? I love, love, love this V-stitch blanket, and finished a custom order just in time for the next craft market. This fantastic middle. Rose, hello, Rose. Are you new on our channel, honey, or are you new on our live? And if you've been here before, I apologise. But you look new to me, but lovely to have you here. Oh, I'm so itchy today, guys. Bear with me. Oh. The eyes are going. Look at the eyes. I'll start crying any moment now. Itchy, itchy, itchy. So I don't know what it was. I haven't done anything different. Wonderful. But Green Butterfly's birthday. We're going to sing happy birthday to Green Butterfly. Ooh, I love Green Butterfly. She always reminds me of green butterflies. Obviously. Do we sing? Before we lose connection, do we sing? Christine, hello, Christine. You also look very new to us. We have a few people that look new, and you've been on before. I do apologise, but you do look new. You look new. Well, how can you tell? Can you see me? No, I can't see you. You can all see me, but I can't see you. How's the connection going, guys? Are we back on track yet? Nope, first time on your channel, heard about you from Middle. That's lovely, Rose. Welcome, 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 Middle. She's an absolute sweetheart. We love our Middle. Happy birthday to Green for Monday. I know, happy birthday. Are we ready to sing to Green Butterfly? Look, heads up, I'm no Marilyn Monroe. Just saying. You know, I always say that because she sang happy birthday. I have been on before. I saw your kitten. Ah, have you, Christine? I'm sorry. I forget, honey. I didn't even know what day. Does anyone know what day it is? Actually, you know, I don't know it's Wednesday to do my lives until probably around 1:30 when I say, oh, what was I supposed to upload today? And I have a look at my book and I, Wednesday, live. I forget all the time. All I do is work. Welcome again, Christine. Rose is my videographer on my channel, is my videographer from my channel. Oh, that's nice, Rose. It's my boyfriend's birthday today too. Well, he's not on our channel, but I can sing happy birthday to Green though. Green, are you ready, honey? Are we ready? Happy birthday to Green. Happy birthday to Green. Happy birthday, dear Green Butterfly. Happy birthday to Green. Blow out the candles, Green. I told you I'm no Marilyn Monroe. Do you like the clicking? I sound like the Addams Family. Guys, happy birthday, Green. How are your V-stitch blankets going? Let's get a nice close-up. I'm going to move my cup away. I don't want any dust to go in it. I don't want the blanket to fall in it, but there you go. I got halfway through a row just before the live, yeah? So there you go. Gorgeous. Is it not gorgeous? I love, love, love. And as you know, guys, I'm showing you how to carry up your yarn, and you can see it slightly, like you can just see a little tiny, very minimal, and it doesn't matter because we're going to be popping a border round over the border rounds, that is, border rounds over these, so no one's ever going to see it. And I'll get a nice close up and you can see this is live, guys. It's live. Look at that. Look at that. Such a very minimal notice, yeah? And again, border rounds will go over that and no one's going to see it anyways. So there you go. I love that carry up, and it's so easy. It's yarn forward, yarn back, yarn forward, continue the row. Easy, 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 yeah? Easy, 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 easy. Yep, I'm here, craft market this afternoon. Oh, it's great. Yes, everybody saying happy birthday, and Rose says pretty. Thank you, Rose. Now, guys, once again, this guy here, I had to break the video up. It turned out to be an hour and 22 minutes, and I thought, forget it. Forget it. I'm not uploading an hour and 22 minutes. So what I did was I edited all of it, and then I cut the ending, uploaded what I thought was the middle bit, and then undid my cut and hope for the best, and it was all there. So I got rid of the second part 2, and now I finished part 3, and part 3 is going up, get this, guys, after the live. Well, not directly, by the time it takes for the connection. And as you can see, we are having connection issues, so it may not go up till fairly late tonight, but it is going up tonight. It's definitely going up tonight. It's done. Actually, it might not go out to, it might, sorry, it won't. It won't go up till tomorrow. I'm starting to think I don't have a picture for it yet. I want to get a proper picture, and I don't have a picture, and the daylight is going, so I may not get the picture today. So I'll have to get the picture early tomorrow morning, which works well for me anyways, because I didn't do those last 2 rounds that I said I was going to do. So I need to do the last 2 rounds just to give me more depth here rather than it cutting here. It just gives me a little bit more depth rather than really cutting. Now, it does cut a lot for those of you whom are, oh, let me say, a little bit bigger than most. All right, so I'm a little bit bigger than that mannequin. I'm a lot a bit bigger than that mannequin. I'm a lot a bit bigger than, than that mannequin. And so I thought, you know what, I just might do a couple of more rounds. And I did suggest, actually, I told you in the video, the part that you got where it says continue this, that's coming up. It comes up in the next part 3, where it says go ahead and do 3 rounds. I did actually 1 round, and it says go ahead and do 3 rounds because I first said 3 rounds and then cut it and thought, no, I think 3 rounds is too much. But then when I did my 1 round and tried it on, I thought, oh, I should have done 3 rounds. So I just undid the cut and left that 3 rounds in. So there you go. All right, so I don't know what's going on. I'm losing all the chat again. Hello. Here we go. Here we go. So pretty. Yeah, I got a lot going. Not sure I'll get this V-stitch blanket done. No, honey, you know, middle. That's what I say to people. You just go at your pace. To be fair, I'm obviously nowhere near ready doing the border rounds yet anyway. And look at the size of the skeins I still have left. They're all large skeins, which means I've got many more rounds. Let's try rows to do. I've been working in rounds on this thing and it's confusing me, yeah? Many more rows to do. So that border's not coming for a long time yet. And I'm not in a hurry for it. We have done a border round on the V-stitch blanket once before. If people get desperate, they can use that one. I'd be happy to pop that up on the community board. They can use that one. This one will have a different border round though, so just keep that in mind if you want to do this border round, which I love to do this border round. Barbara, where are you located from? Barbara, we are here in Melbourne, Australia. Where are you located from, Barbara? Lovely to have you here. Actually today, okay, I'm here in San Antonio, Texas, the US of A, yay! We have a lot of US followers. We have a lot of UK followers. We have a lot of Australian followers, obviously, because I'm here in Australia. But we have followers from all over the world. And I like to say that we are very lucky to have you guys. And I don't say this enough, and I really don't, and I should say it more often. And I appreciate everyone whom has liked, followed, subscribed, and continued to return and even done super chats or headed over to the website and did some donations there, whatever. Look, whatever you've done for us, guys, I don't say it enough, and I thank you very much. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to bring that up because I tend to just work so hard that I forget that there's all this other stuff happening and that people do put in a lot of effort for our channel. And I thank you very much. And yes, thumbs up, Green Butterfly, cost you guys absolutely nothing, and it does mean the world to me and shows YouTube you want to see more of this crazy chick. Crazy crochet chick. All right, so that's the V-stitch blanket, and that part 2 of our top went up yesterday. The Bolero shrug went up yesterday, and part 3 will be going up tomorrow morning. Now I'm holding out Jeremy's post. Try that again. Jeremy's tutorial to Friday, and it's taking a long time, so I may have to just go into doing the parts on Jeremy's tutorial. I think I did say I was going to do parts 1 and 2 for Jeremy's tutorial. It's not extremely big, but it does have a few rows to do, so I probably will do part 1 of Jeremy's Jeremy's color combination on Friday, and then part 2 will happen sometime next week. So we kind of lost a day in between the fact that this tutorial was 1 hour and 22 minutes. I have to be honest, I did slow it down and I did everything slower on purpose for the new crocheter. I wanted the new crocheter to be able to create this, as well as the more avid crocheter or more experienced crocheter, if you will. So part 2 is up. Part 3 will go up on Thursday, sorry. And Angela, hi Angela, lovely to have you here. And she's already done a super chat. You see the big smile on my face. Now she's done a 10, well, they're called 10 pounds there. I'm just calling it $10. It's probably not $10. So I'm assuming 5. We're going to pop that again. Angela, you've got quite a thing going here. $5 here as well. And I put half of it on our the Australian Sheep and Wool Show savings, if you will, and I'm saving up for the show, so this time next year I can spend $1 gazillion on it. Lovely wear that much, but you know, it's quite expensive. And I thank you very much, Angela, for your super chat. It's always well received. Thank you so much. And Barbara says, is that knitted or crocheted? We're talking this, the blanket here. That's crocheted, Barbara. This is the V-stitch. Let me try that again. This is the double crochet V-stitch blanket. Okay, so nice and close. It's the start of the blanket, obviously. Oh, you mean this guy right here? This is actually crocheted as well. We don't do knitting on the channel. I can do it. I can. But I don't. This is definitely crocheted. It's a little bit lopsided because this is not made for the skinny mannequin. Excuse me. You're like that. Excuse me. This is not made for the skinny mannequin. It's made for my size. We won't go into that. I might bring out the other mannequin. The other mannequin has the dress on, so I've got that on there. So I might bring out the other one and put this on the other mannequin for you next week. Saturday, that is. On Saturday mornings live at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. And that's our very next live. And that's the back from there to there. Right, so those other 2 rounds that I should have put on would make my back a little bit lower. And it works better for me because it's perfect on her because she's a short. Let's try that again. She's a small. But for me, she's extra small actually. But for me, I probably need mine to go down here. So even more than 3 rounds would have benefited for me. But 2 more rounds will be fine. I think that'll do for me. And you are also welcome, and I say it in part 3, when I finish one of the sleeves here, I say, look, if you want to make yours longer, you can actually do a few more rows this way, not that way, this way, yeah. Oh, well, this way, really. And so you can do a few more rows if you, let's try it again, rounds. You can do a few more rounds if you like. So I do mention that in the tutorial. Try it on if you find it's, you know, not, it's too like short here. You can do a few more rounds and make it longer, and it covers more of your arm if you like. Having said that, that covers my arm enough. The only thing it doesn't do, and that's where the base would have come in for the 2 more rounds, is that it cuts. And you can see it there, it cuts a little bit. But I said I did do 3 rounds instead of 1, and yours won't cut. So yours will come out a little bit more. So look, it happens. You know, it's Rose, you know, what can I do? What can I do? I'm this size. There's nothing I can do about it. I have tried working out. It doesn't work much. But anyway, you're welcome. Thank you, beautiful Angela. Oh, hang on. Barbara, Jean Ritchie Crochet running joke is that Mary is allergic to knitting. Oh, yes, achoo. I keep forgetting to sneeze. I'm allergic to knitting. It is pretty. Thank you, Barbara. Yes, it's my colour. Yes, it is middle. You love your purple. Yes, yes. Rose loves purple too. I'm back now. Water time, Marion. Whiskey Whiskers. If you don't know who Whiskey Whiskers is, that's my cat. I've gotten into the habit of calling her Whiskey Whiskers. It's a bad habit. I'll have to be careful about that because then she'll get confused. She won't know what her name is. But at the moment, if I call her Whiskey, she literally calls and comes over. So she knows her name. Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, Green. All right, so yeah, so that's what's happening on the channel this week. Pot of tea for Green, a pot of tea for Green. Green, where's our tea? Where's my tea? Oh, you shouldn't have to make me tea on your birthday. I'll do it for you. Whiskey was being cheeky on the last short. Oh, she's very naughty. She's very naughty, middle. She's so naughty. And when I found this morning as well, when I was recording, she's sitting on the couch and she knows she's not allowed to climb up on the couch because she gets the solid no. And then I put her down and pop her on her little play gym set that she's got there. And she gets upset with me. It's like she'll talk back. Meow. She's like, what do you mean meow? Just go and play over there. This couch is not your toy. Meow. She said, she tells me off. She's got character. And she was watching me today record. It's the first time I've seen her sit there and just stare at me recording. She's probably, you know, wondering how she's going to jump on my back or get up on the table. She's very high up. Let's see how soon I can jump on her. How soon I can get on that table. No way, no table for you. I won't allow her on the kitchen table or on the kitchen bench. She has run of the house, but those are the only 2 places I will not allow her. I mean, as she gets older, we'll allow her to climb the couch. I'd rather not, but right now I don't allow her to do that. I should be asleep, but saw your live. Oh, hey. Hi, Laurie. Lovely to have you here. I know you guys. Since we've changed our clocks, the time zone is nuts. It's crazy, isn't it? It's hard to marry up the times with different states in the US because I know you're from the US and I know a few other people on the live are from the US. But here in Melbourne, it's also difficult for us to marry up our times because interstate is not always the same time as us, not at all. And I think in Perth, which is there, there is actually 3 hours behind us. So when we hit 9 o'clock at night, it's only like 6 o'clock for them. So yeah, it's different hours all over the country as well. So there you go. It happens. Sometimes some of it's half an hour, some of it's an hour, some of it's 3 hours, and there you go. So Laurie, I hope you're well. Lovely to have you here. And I was showing everybody the V-stitch blanket today. I've done this much, and I've done this much while the cat is playing at my feet, getting ready to touch my yarn, which I won't let her touch. Question, Mary, is this once a week that you come on? No, Barbara. I come on once a week on Wednesdays at 4 p.m., but I also come on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time every week. The only time I miss is if I'm unwell or as if I'm at the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, which happens once a year, or if I'm at Coburg when they have their yarn event, which happens once a year as well. So really twice a year I miss it. The only other times I'll miss is if I'm unwell or something, happened. Like beginning of the year, my daughter got married, so I missed that day, that one day. So it happens. All right, our time here in Texas is Central Time, and right now it's 1:25 in the morning. Oh, it's early. No, it's not early. It's overnight. It's overnight for you guys. Overnight. So that's what we're doing this week. Thursday, tomorrow, you're getting part 3. That was supposed to go up tonight, but I just realized I haven't got a photo. I haven't got a photo in its full glory. Yeah. So I'll get that tomorrow morning while I'm out. And on Friday, you're getting the next project. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's a surprise. I haven't made one on the channel. I'm very excited about it. So it's going to be a surprise, but it's the color combination that Jeremy chose. And I don't have them in here. I don't have them in here. And if you want to be a part of choosing colors for our tutorials here on the channel, join us for 10 a.m. Saturday mornings live. That's where we have names coming out of this hat. I pop all the names in there and I pull a name out. And these 2 packs you see right here, they're already secretly wrapped for Saturday. I'm going to wrap one more yarn for this Saturday so that we can have 3 packs. And one of them gets chosen. And then I open the pack. If you want them to be opened, I open it live. If you want it to be opened on the tutorial and keep it a secret until it's ready, I'll do that too. It's your choice. And that's a new thing we're doing. And the last one was done on last Saturday. And Karen won that one. And this was the color that was in the pack. I'm so glad we got this one actually, Karen. And I'm glad we got these 2 as well, because either one of these 3 packs I would have been happy with, yeah. But this particular color here, which is called Delicate, I wanted to make something for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show and ran out of time. And I'm so glad I've got it now so I can make it. So the next time I see young Max, Moo Yarns, he will see the project that I was supposed to have made for the Australian Sheep and Wool Show. I hope he wasn't too disappointed. I said I'd make it for the show and I never got that opportunity. The dress took a long time. It took a lot out of me, the dress. If you haven't seen the Granny Square dress, please check it out on Instagram or Facebook, or even here on YouTube. A lot of our lives have got me wearing the Granny Square dress anyway. Oh, Karen has done a super chat. Karen, thank you so much, Karen. And as you know, honey, guess where that's going? You know. And you've got 10, so we're going to pop in 5. Oh dear, I'm going to be up for a fortune next year at the sheep show. I'm going to be up for a fortune. Thank you so much, Karen. It is well appreciated. It really is. For anyone who does super chats, it is well appreciated. Angela said, I started with the color you gave me ordered some more 10 ply. Very nice to do what wool to use for the shawl. Oh, for this thing here, darling, don't use a 10 ply, honey, because this is an 8 ply. It's a DK weight. It's a 3 weight, sort of a lightweight. If you were to use a 10 ply, that would come out like huge. It really will. And I know you mentioned that in a post and I just haven't had time to respond. You probably are better off doing that in an 8 ply or a DK weight. If you do that in the 10 ply, you just have to change the measurements, and I don't know how to change that with your 10 ply, yeah? Crochet, where in Canada are you located? Okay. Yes. I got the 8 ply that you gave me. Okay, yes, beautiful. 8 ply is perfect. And if you looked at the part 1, it'll tell you in the description box down below how much yarn you'll need. I can't remember if I gave you 2 skeins or 1. I can't remember. Angela, I think I gave you 3 skeins, didn't I? I can't remember, honey. Can you tell me, did I give you 2 of them or 3, honey? Just let me know. Regardless, it should be enough. If there's 2, it should be enough for that, for your size. I'm trying to remember your size. I can't remember your size, darling. Don't tell me your size live. That's up to you. But do check the description box down below of that video, and it'll tell you how much yarn you will need. Okay, so keep that in mind. But if it's 8 ply, it'll work perfectly. Yep. It's actually from Dougie. He's so proud of his haircut. Oh, he's so cute, Dougie. He's so cute. If you didn't know who Dougie is, Karen's got a dog named Dougie. So cute. So cute. There you go. So, Rose, what is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, it's gone anyway, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, cheers, everyone. I need a drink. 3 including 10 ply. But are 2 of them an 8 ply, the DK weight? If 2 of them are, you should have plenty for this top. If 2 of them are a DK weight. Now, do know that this top here is actually a crop top. It's not something that comes out in front. It's kind of like a crop top. All right, keep that in mind. We are going to be doing, and just quick heads up, in the future, we're going to be doing a bolero top that goes like that. Okay, so this one goes kind of there, yeah, and the other one we're going to be doing goes like that. So it covers most of your chest area and drops just below or just before your waist, yeah. And I just wanted to try a couple of boleros on the channel because we haven't done boleros on the channel. This is the first major bolero we've done. We did do a rectangle shrug, but it was sort of like an over shrug that went right over. But we haven't actually done a bolero top where you've got a back and a front and it comes down the front like that. Maybe we have one button in front or something like that, or even a piece of thread. We can do like chains, or we can do some sort of knot thing here. Just close it if you like. It's not necessary. You can just have it sitting there. But we want to do that. When I say we, me, I want to do one. I used to wear bolero tops all the time when I was a size 0 in my early 20s, which was only 8 years ago. She's so naughty, guys. How do you put up with me? But I did wear bolero tops very often. It was actually I love that fashion. I really did. And I wore them to work. They were like little suit jacket things, a jacket with a skirt, and under there was a white shirt. So you had your bolero top would sit like that. So let's say a red one, and underneath there was a white shirt, and then you wore a red skirt, but a nice tight fitting little red skirt. It was just such a beautiful outfit to wear. But you know, some of us put on weight, so we stopped wearing them. What is she talking about? But yeah, that's just the way it goes. All right, so you've got extra. That's good, Angela. I'm really glad you have, because then you can make this top, honey. Whiskey. Oh, not whiskey. Skippy's in the house. All right, so letting you know that the little, and I don't have it here. I've taken it in the other room. The Kiss Lock purse, or the Kiss Lock glasses case, because I'm using mine for my glasses, is actually in the process of being recorded. It won't be ready this week. It won't be ready till next week. So Tina, the Aussie Tina, it's hard for me to keep up with the two. Tina, the Aussie Tina, if you get on and see this live, you will know that your glasses case, or I've even given you the size to make just a normal kiss lock purse as well, will not be going up. Part 2 will not be going up till next week. The only reason is I don't have the lining for it, for starters. And secondly, this pattern here, it's just taken so long to, it hasn't taken long to create. It's taken long to edit. It was such a large video. So part 1 was easy. I knew how big that was going to, how long that was going to be. I didn't realize part 2 was going to go for 1 hour and 22 minutes. So I uploaded part of it and turned it into just part 2 out of 3. I even had to change the numbering up on the screen everywhere on all my photos. And then we're going to do part 3 of that tomorrow. Skippy's in the house. And I'm really glad because tomorrow the weather here in Melbourne's going to be gorgeous, as it was today. And it gets me an opportunity to wear something bright outside. And yeah, I'm going out just to shops. Coles or supermarkets, whatever, I'm back. But at least I've got an opportunity to wear something nice. And I don't always wear nice clothes out when I leave the house. I just wear kind of, to go to Coles, I just sort of put on my tracksuits and I'm really daggy. I'm just an old lady who just walks in with a cardigan that's got holes in and stuff. I do wear pretty bad clothes when I go to Coles. I don't know why. I just sort of think, well, no one's going to be there. And it's terrible because that is the place where I bump into a lot of people I know. So I really should dress for the occasion. But it's Coles, supermarket. Who dresses up to go to the supermarket? Maybe I should wear a gown at the supermarket next time I go. Ooh, walk in with a gown. Anyway, moving right along. All right, so that's what's happening this week. You're getting part 2 of this guy tomorrow. And then on Friday, we're getting part 1 of Jeremy's color combination. Now, that's those beautiful blues that you saw also from Maximu Yarns. Yes, also a Maximu Yarn color. Now, I've got to say, that blue, when I went to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, it just stuck out into my face. I had to get that blue. And I was so happy with him because this year he did some solid colors, which is fantastic. So I was able to marry the solid color up with the variegated look, and it's come up gorgeous. It really has. I do hope you like this particular project. And I've made the stitch so easy. I mean, super easy for anyone. It's 1 stitch and 1 row repeat. Bang, 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 all the way up. Bang, 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 all the way down. They're wondering, what is that? Whoop, and then we're done. That's the project. Dun, 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 dun. You work out what it might be. It's not a small project, and it's not a really big project like a blanket or anything like that, because there was only 3 skeins, which is 300 grams worth. He doesn't put meters on his yards. Meters on his... Oh, he does. Oh, my gosh, I'm lying. 200 meters according to this one here. I'm lying. She's lying. 200 meters for this one. Has he got yards there? No, he's got 200 meters and just 100 grams. So I'm not sure what that is in yards. For those of you overseas who work in yards, I'd say that's 220 or 210 or something like that. I don't know, guessing. But 200 meters is each skein. So we have 600 meters of yarn, which is good. 600 meters of yarn is going to make something gorgeous. Again, it's not a large project, but it's not small either. It's a good size. Rip, 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 rip. And it's called a rip. She's so naughty, guys, so naughty. All right, so moving right along. Have I missed chat or is it not happening? Oh, people have been talking and I've missed it all. Can you believe this? Oh, gosh. Where was all this chat before? Where was all this chat? Karen, we'll see you soon, darling. I'll take care, hun. Water time, says Green. I've got to go right back. Oh. Barbara says, I got an Aussie blue heeler and they call them Australian cattle dog. Yes. Wow. Very active dogs. Yes. Very active. Dad's offering cups of tea. Thanks, Karen. I'll take that. If I wasn't making a shawl for my friend's wedding already, I'd do the bolero instead. No, you take your time, honey. I know you've got your hands full right now, middle. I get it. My dad has finally increased his age to 35 because my daughter, his granddaughter, turned 30. Ha ha ha. Yes. He said, I'm not sure how my granddaughter is only 5 years younger than me. I know, right? I think I might have surpassed my daughter in age. I mean, my daughter might have surpassed me in age. That's what I meant, the other way around. Still doing my little squares. Great, Angela, because I'm not ready to do part 2 yet. Won't do part 2 till next week, probably Tuesday of next week. Put it that way, yeah? Water time, says Green. Let's have another drink. Cheers. Why did I not see all this chat? Where does my chat go? With Angela, my life's journey. I'm also doing squares. Wish I'd stuck with one size square instead of different size squares. Oh, that's going to be tricky. Sorry, got to go. Okay, I have to come. Kids have to come. That's all right. Charles, see you soon. We'll see you next Wednesday. Karen, will see you soon. I've still been thinking about your square sizes. Problem middle. It's such a challenge. Yes, different challenges. Look, different square sizes. It's hard to marry them up. I did that with a cushion once. We did a cushion or a pillow on the channel where I had a large square and 2 smaller squares. It was a lot of work to get the numbers right, to get the math right. It was a lot of work, but I worked it out. It takes a long time to get it right, yeah? And yeah, it does take a long time to get it right. Yeah. All right. So I just checked. I've got to keep touching that screen to find the chat because it just disappears. And then it doesn't refresh. Like sometimes it refreshes when someone puts a post up and sometimes it just doesn't. And then I'm thinking no one's posting, but they really are. And I have to refresh the whole thing. And then I think, oh, how did I miss all this chat? Bendigo wool, lovely to crochet with. It is. Thank you, Angela. I'm so glad you're getting use out of it. Now, if you didn't know this, Angela's not from Australia. I shipped yarn to her for, what was it? It was it's like a spot surprise, and I do them often, and I think I'm due for one very soon, do a spot surprise. And what I do is I pick one of our lovely subscribers and send something to them, just as a small little gift to say thank you for quoting, posting, sharing, whatever they do, super chats here, donations over at the website, whatever people do, I marry it all up and say, right, this person here has done so much for me in the past few months. And you know what? Some people don't even do the super chats or the donations on the website and still get a surprise because of all the other things that they do in between as well. So financially, you can't afford to do the super chats or, you know, the donations. That's okay. You're still up for a prize every now and then, because I don't always give a prize off to someone who's done the super chats or who's done the donations. It's more the amount of time you spend on our channel, on our Facebook page, on our Instagram, and all these other places as well, especially when you go over to the website and check out some of our projects. Guys, I've got a neighbour next door who's revving his car. I hope you can't hear it, but he has done this 3 or 4 times a day for 3 weeks. I can't even record tutorials. It's really loud in the tutorial. So every time he does it, I have to stop recording. I tell you, the neighbours in this area, we had the build for 10 months to a year and a half altogether, I think it was, next door. And it was so loud. And I was so angry for a very long time. I said all sorts of nasty words. And now we've got this guy with this Rev 8 engine, or whatever you call it, figure 8, F8 engine. I don't know. You can't hear anything good. I must admit, with the upgrade on this camera, the recent one, it blocks out a lot of outside noise. So I'm really happy with that. It only takes the noise that's in front of it, which is fantastic. Look, it's not a new item. It's just done an upgrade, and it's done wonders. I mean, it has changed other things. I have to go into settings and redo them again. But it's just done wonders. It really has done wonders for that. It blocks out noise that are washing machine noises. The dishwasher, it still takes. I have to, you know what I've found with the dishwasher to save that noise from happening? You guys, some of you will already know I've done some bloopers with the dishwasher, and I'm so grumpy about it, right? And what I've done recently is I put plugs in the sink while the dishwasher's running, and you can't hear that little gurgle noise that's really loud during our tutorials. So if I remember to put them in while I'm recording, you won't hear it. Isn't it strange how we have to, well, where else can I do my tutorials? Oh, that's right. I'm in a tiny little box. I don't have the space to do tutorials. It has to be done in the kitchen, on the kitchen table. So, and that's the only way I could do my tutorials. And now that I've got the cat too, I got the kitten jingle belling all over the kitchen. Hopefully you can't hear the bells. She's got bell toys, bells on everything. She just plays with them. She's great. I do love her to a million pieces. Now, guys, moving right along one more time, letting you know about the V-stitch blanket. If you have not finished the V-stitch blanket, don't panic. Neither have I, obviously. And it's coming along nicely. And I've bought my hook in here so that we can have a little work while I'm sitting here. But I do want to mention that I have spent the afternoon before the live winding up some yarn for Jeremy's color combination, winding up Jeremy's color combination yarn for the Jeremy's color project. Now, I haven't told anyone what we're creating with that project. It's a project that I hope you like. Oh, it's done it again. Oh, done it again. Bendigo, oh, lovely to work with this. Can't hear anything. Oh, middle, can't you hear me anymore? Oh, you can't hear anything out there. Oh, that's what you meant. Sorry. I'm going to have a quick drink, guys. Cheers. All right. So on Saturday, we're going to be doing live antics again. And I'm looking forward to that one as well, because each one of those yarns in those packs that someone will choose, I'm going to add another pack. In fact, I'm going to use some of the wrapping from the old pack. Oh, it depends if it's noticeable. I don't want you to think which one's going to be the new one. If you hear the horn beeping outside too, this is hilarious. If you don't hear it, that's great. But if you hear the horn beeping outside, that's actually my neighbour's son. He gets into the car and is only, I don't know, 2 or 3 or something like that. And he gets into the car and he beeps the horn. They allow him to do it though. I had to message them the other day because their hazard lights were flashing outside in the front yard. And she says, oh, that's okay. That's my son again. So he plays with everything in the car. You're going to get a flat battery, don't be careful. Actually, I don't know if hazard lights cause a flat battery. I wouldn't have a clue if it does, but there you go. Anyway, how are we going with all our projects that you are creating with us? Are there any issues? If there's any issues, please let me know. Let me know. I'm crocheting with my elbows on the table. Don't do that, guys. Don't do it. It's no good for you. It hurts your hands. It hurts your elbows. Hurts your neck. I'm only doing it because it's live. After the live, I'll go back to doing it down there. But, you know, sometimes live, people like to see people crocheting. Why not? Why not? No, not yet, says Angela. Not yet. If there's any issues, please let me know. I know that we have a lot of easy projects at the moment, so you shouldn't really have any issues with anything. I think the only issue you guys will have is with that kiss lock purse when I start putting it together, because I think it's a little tricky. I'm trying to make it as quick and easy as possible. Are you heading off? Are you, Green? Well, we'll catch you soon, darling. You take care, and we'll see you on Saturday. And I hope you had a wonderful birthday on Monday as well. Made you something little. Oh, did you? Oh, Angela. Aw. Aw. She's a sweetheart, our Angela. If you didn't know, Angela's been on our channel, and I keep saying this, and I will keep saying it because she has been on our channel since 6.5 years ago, maybe, Angela, something like that. I don't know if we've been 7 years or 7.5 years here on YouTube. I should check before I say anything. But Angela's pretty much was on our channel not long after I started the channel, which was a very long time ago. All right, now I'm at the corner where there's a carry up of yarn. Bye, Green. We'll see you soon. And how I do it is I start the double crochet there, drop the cream for a second, grab the yellow that way, the gold that way, pull the cream through the first 2 loops. Oops, let's try that again. I lost my stitch. Don't you love it? Okay, let's try that again. Excuse me. Start it, pass the gold over, pull the white through, drop the white, pick up the gold, pull it through the last 2 loops of the stitch, grab the cream, I'm calling it cream, not white, passing it forward, chain 1 with the gold, grab the cream, pass it back, chain 2 with the gold, grab the cream, pass it forward, chain 3 with the gold, pop your stitch marker in there. It is so simple. Don't do it too tight or it will pull, but it's such a simple way. And then at the end, we do our border rounds on it and you don't see the carry up and you don't have ends to weave in except, of course, the first 3 and the last 3 because you have 3 colors that we're working on. And then we turn our work and we start our V-stitch all over again. And I love the double crochet V-stitch in general. I love that stitch a lot. Now, I'm not untangling my yarn here or detangling because I should. But there you go. So doing that doing that raise up saves a lot of energy, a lot of time, and a lot of effort of weaving in those ends and cutting and tails everywhere. And, you can only weave in so much without them all falling out. And if you've got a colour at the end of each side, at the end of each row, that is, it's like a tail. You're forever weaving in ends. And that's something we don't want to do. We don't want to sit there and weave in 100,000 ends. We do that when we do our granny squares, when we're doing coloured granny squares, that's okay, that's intentional. But this doesn't need to be. If you've got a border row going on it, you don't need to worry about tails. You really don't. And what we're going to do with the border row, so you can see it, it will be 2 double crochets or whatever we're using, singles, doubles, halves, I haven't decided yet, in the space, 2 in each stitch space. And it covers all the colours you see there, you will not see. And even those colours you're seeing are very minimal, very, very minimal, yeah? I just love this, the way it goes. I love it. And maybe it's just me. I get very excited about things like that. Patrick gets very excited, guys. She really does. What's happening with the chat? Is there a problem with it? Are we still okay? Yep, we're still. Oh, can you believe this? Oh, here we go. Oh, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. A bit longer, says Angela. It's not too bad because I have a lot of problems with the chat here, and I just thought maybe people are chatting and I'm missing it. But there you go. Connection issue, guys. Has it sorted itself out? Can you hear me properly? Just say yes or no. It depends on, where you're from. But, yeah, yes or no. And let me know if you can hear me properly because we had a lot of issues before where there was a lot of crackling happening. A lot of crackling. After this row, I'll de-channel. I just found your channel tonight. I subscribed. Oh, that's very nice, Barbara, of you to join us here at Wow Crochet Designs. We have a lot of fun here, Barbara. Saturdays is so much better. A bit crackly still. Yes, Anna says. Yes. Yes, slight crackly, says Raylene. Honey, did I say hello before? Hi, Raylene. Raylene, just in case, I'll say it again. Hi, Raylene. One more time. Hi, Raylene. Hi, Barbara. Barbara's new. Angela's old. Barbara's new. And I'm really old. No, I'm only 29. Again and again and again and again and again. I'm going to make a song out of that. Oh, I nearly did 3 double crochets there. I'm getting confused with some of my work. Yes, you did. Oh, well, I'll say it again. Hi, Raylene. Middle says crackling off and on, but not bad. Well, as long as we got the details in what's happening for the rest of the week. And Raylene, your particular top will be complete by tomorrow. This gorgeous top that we see right here. These are the colors. This is the color that Raylene chose. This beautiful purple that Raylene chose for our. She didn't know what we were creating. I create things and I do them secretly. I can't wait to show you Jeremy's project because I've not done one on the channel. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited about it. There are some things that just, it's probably a little late for us here in Australia, but I really am excited about it. And it's not a sweater and it's not a scarf. And, you know, it's not a blankie and it's not a skirt. And we've never made one. That's why we don't know what it is, because we've never made one. Very excited. She gets excited, guys. You know, a lot of people get excited when it's their birthday or when they win a lot of money on Tax Lotto. I get excited when I think of something I'm creating. Hi, Mary. Just found you this afternoon. I just subscribed. Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Lovely to have you here. We are from Melbourne, Australia. Where are you from? You don't have to give me your address. Please don't give me your address. I don't want your address. Just shout out what country you are from. It would be nice. Guys, shout out what country you're from. Let everyone know. Let everyone know what you don't have to if you don't want to, but let everyone know what country you are from and what are we creating today. What's on our hooks today, guys? It's one sentence that I don't use very often. What is currently on your hooks? Let me know. It doesn't have to be one of my creations. You can be making something from someone else. I'll cry here, suck my thumb, rock from side to side and cry. And no, I won't. She's so naughty. Yeah, just let me know where you're all from. Canada here, says Middle. Sharon is from New South Wales, Australia. Oh, Wallsend. It's an interesting area, isn't it? I'm in Colorado, US. Laurie's in Colorado. Not Colorado. We've got a Melbourne, Australia here from Raylene. And Barbara says, right now I'm doing another corner-to-corner blankets. Are they not the most easiest blankets to do? I know people struggle with them, but I just think they're so easy and repetitive and quick. They create quickly, don't they? Them and also these sort of things like V-stitch blankets, they work up fast. You can sit in front of the television and you don't have to think about them. I have too many projects on the go. I know, right, Middle? If I told you guys how many projects I have right now, I would be here until Saturday telling you. I've got one of these, I've got one of those, I've got one of these. Melbourne, Australia again from Anna. I'm doing cow print C2C. Oh, you're doing, yes. Good on you. Laurie, good on you. Sharon says, I'm making a market bag. Love market bags. I've got a few on my website that you can create as well. I love market bags. You cannot go past market bags. They're so good. I love them. And specifically when you go to the market. You buy apples and oranges and things and you just don't want to put them in bags. You just toss them in your own market bag. UK Coventry, but was born in, I never can say this right, Leicester. Kids rule okay. What is old timers used to say? Yes. I'm gonna have another drink, guys. Cheers. Did you know I've got my kitty cup today on purpose? Of my kitty. Actually, I was going to say that might be her. It's not. It might be. It might be her. This might be her. You guys have seen my cat. Have a close-up look at this cup. It might actually be her. Apparently the white ones are rare. So there you go. Uh-oh. Anna's chewing. Chew knitting. Chew knitting. See that allergy? Cheers. Little slurp there. But I had to make a Delic Doctor Who out of scrubby yarn, and I put the word exfoliate on it. Oh, Exfoliate. Nice cup, says Anna. It is her. I know, right? I didn't even notice it because apparently these British shorthaired actually quite popular, and I only purchased that one because I knew they were a bit more calmer. They're a calmer cat and a more warmer, affectionate cat than the other breeds. So I was told. She bounces off the walls when she's here. Boof, 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 boof. The noise is horrendous. And I think, where is she now? Stuck in some top of the couch with her head stuck between a couch and the armchair and all sorts of weird things. Upside down, hanging. She's fantastic. I love her. That's what happens when you get a kitten. Cheers. Mm-hmm. All right. So cute. I know, Laurie. Barbara says, I made 3 market bags, and when my sister came to see me, she took 2. They reminded her of bags they used in Germany for market day. And you know what? Overseas in Europe, they do use market bags more than we do here, I believe. But I've started using them. I love using. I don't use them all the time, especially not for the supermarket shopping, because things just fall through. But things like, fruit and vegetables and things like that, you can get a market bag and you can use a market bag for that. But anyway, I wouldn't use it for my kitten food because I buy in bulk. I'll be dragging that market bag down the street. But it's good for the markets. When you go to the market, you get your fruit and veggies, and it's great. I love the idea of it. I really do. I love it, love it, love it. Love, 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 as she says. And anyway, so moving right along, I have for the channel, so far I have 4 projects going for the channel. One you don't know of. Oh, what? The other one is the Kiss Lock glasses case or Kiss Lock purse. Yeah. The other one is this V-stitch blanket. And then this one here for, oh no, there's another one. There's Jeremy's project as well, Jeremy's color combination. So I have quite a few going at the moment. Oh my gosh. And wonder why I don't get them finished, because I have too many going at one time. There's too many of them going at one time. But that's the way I roll. If I have to record 1 row and then wait for my 10 rows to finish, I won't record for another week. So I record 1 row, and then I record 1 row of the next project, 1 row of the next, 1 row of the next, and I sit near the television that night and do the 10 rows of each project or whatever it is I have to do, and then I can record the rest the next morning. If I don't do that, then I won't record anything. I'll just be doing that 1 project for 2 weeks. Don't you love it? All right, so there's the chat again. It just goes away. It comes. Oh, here we go. We're back. It goes and comes. It comes and goes. A bit like, guests. They go and come. They come and go, It's all right. I like guests. I don't mind guests because it means I don't have to leave the house. She's such a nerd, guys. She really is such a nerd. Yeah, I like staying home. I can crochet. I don't have to waste time driving around. If I'm not driving, it's great because I can crochet in the car. But, like this Friday, I've got a dinner with some friends, but they are crafting friends. So I'm taking my crochet with me. And 2 of them knit when I'm there. So that's all right. I don't mind knitting. I really don't mind knitting. I joke when I say I'm allergic to it. And to be fair, if my kids have kids, I'll probably knit something because it does look pretty. Knitting looks beautiful for babies. It really does. Having said that, I'll be crocheting stuff too. But knitting does look great for babies. I do love working with knitting and babies, but don't tell them because we don't want them to know. We don't want to, we're a crochet channel. We don't want them to know. But here you go. So this is the V-stitch blanket. How many rows have I done? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 6 is 18. I did maths online. What? I'm really bad at maths. When I finish this row, I've done 18 rows. I have another 2.5 million rows to go. So clearly that's not going to happen. And I don't get much time to do it because the kitten, She sees me crochet. She tries to attack my yarn. She tries to attack my hook. She tries to attack my feet. Whatever she can get. She tries to attack everything. But that's, you know, they're kittens. And I know that's not going to last very long. She'll be grown up before we know it. So I'm enjoying the kitten stage. And she's enjoying my yarn. I might actually take a little short of me crocheting this blanket. I might do that tomorrow during the day for a bit of fun. Take a little short of me crocheting this blanket while the kitten's playing. And you can see what she does. She's so naughty. All right, so I'm at the end of this row. Remember what we did before? We popped our hook into the stitch. Oh, not like that. It's so tight, this stitch. And I crochet so tightly. I'm going to remove the stitch marker because that's the problem. Okay, into the stitch, pull a loop through like so. I split the stitch. That's probably why this happened. Excuse me. So into the stitch, that's why it was tight. Pull a loop through, that's better. We drop the gold. We bring the blue forward. We pick up the gold again and pull through 2 loops. Then we drop the gold. We pick up the blue and pull that through. We pass the gold forward, chain 1 with the blue, pass the gold back, chain 2 with the blue, pass the gold forward, keeping that nice and loose, not too tight, chain 3 with the blue, pop your stitch marker in. Such a simple, simple stitch. And if you are here on our live playing with crochet, try it. Try it at the end of the row. Just play. You don't have to continue using the colours, but just try that tip and see how minimal you can see the colour thread. And then you start again. So I've done 18 rows so far. I'm going to stop here because I need to detangle, because look what's happening to my yarn. We need to detangle, guys. I mentioned that in the tutorial. Make sure you detangle. Do you think I practice what I preach? Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So hopefully you are having fun creating your V-stitch blanket. Now, we've done this blanket on the channel once before, but it was such a long time ago and the footage wasn't as good as the camera that I have now. So I have a better camera, so I think the footage is a lot better, in my opinion. And yeah, so that's not too bad. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. Yeah, so the footage is so much better now. And we're going to do a different border round for this one. So keep in mind, oh, this one is a bit twisted. Keep in mind, we will have a different border round for these. When I say border round, it's border rounds. And then I suggest, right, if you have this much yarn, do another 4 rounds of this, and then join me at the end to do the final border round. You need this much for the final border round. If you don't have a lot of yarn, then do what I'm doing now. Just do this 1 row of border round and then complete. Now, I know I only have 100 grams of cream left in 10 ply of these colours, right? So these 3 colours that I have, I only have an extra 100 grams. So it's not going to make a very big border round for me, but I will give you the option to keep going for you. So you will have an option if I say to you, right, if you've got 200 grams, this is how many rounds you can do. If you've got 400 grams, this is how many rounds you can do. And it's entirely up to you. The rounds will take a long time, so keep that in mind. I'm wondering how I'm still awake. It's after 2 a.m. there. Is it really? What is it here? Here it's 5:07 in the afternoon on Wednesday afternoon. 5:07 p.m. Cheers. We may as well finish it, yeah? Cup 1 done. I forgot to breathe. She's going to faint online. Isn't that funny? On the live. Out, down I go. Oh. How I won't fall, you know. There's just so much stuff around here. I'm not going to fall. I'll just land into the yarn and go like this. Ah. I might slide down under the table, but at least there's carpet there. Look at all the scenarios I've made. If I fall this way, if I fall this way, Our 12-step transition blanket is there. Do you want to see the 12-step transition blanket? Now, as of Monday, get it, believe it or not, I'm starting step 9. And the reason is it's going to take a few weeks for me to do step 9, even though it's not a tricky stitch. It just means each row may be, I'd have to record each row separately. It depends. It might be a 3-row repeat, 5-row repeat. It might not be a repeat. You've just got to keep going in different rows. So it just depends on what I choose. But we are now for our 12-step transition blanket. Now, if you're joining us new and you haven't started this blanket, this is our annual project. This is a blanket we started in January, and each month, the first Thursday of the month, we do a different color. So that was, the cream was January, the light yellow was February, the gold was March, the orange was April, red was May, the maroon was June, and then we went back to the red, back to the orange. Now we're going to use the gold in step 9. So we're doing well with the blanket. It's taking a while, and on the 12th month, we're only doing 11 months worth, because on the 12th month, we are doing border rounds. Now, these rounds will not only close your blanket up, but they'll also straighten these edges where we had to do a little bit less stitches across to make this one, I think it was, and I think there was another one somewhere down here to make that one. We had to take in a lot of stitches on certain, no, not a lot of stitches, one stitch on certain sections on purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to marry up the actual stitches, yeah? And you may have noticed I go kind of like open, solid, open, solid, open, solid, open, solid. Next one will be open. So keep that in mind, and know that the first Thursday of every month, we were late last month. 2 reasons. One, I had the Australian Sheep and Wool Show, and I can't remember what else. It was something that got in the way. It doesn't matter. I think I got sick. I can't remember. To be fair, I cannot remember what happened and why we were delayed. I think we were finishing off a large project. Who remembers? Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was delayed 1 week. That was the first month out of all the months that we were behind in the transition blanket. So not bad. Not bad. Just 1 month. Hopefully we can, make it that, and then the next month will be perfect. That's why I'm starting to record a little bit earlier for the next part, because, to be fair, I haven't decided which pattern I'm looking. There's 2 patterns I'm looking at. Haven't decided which ones to use, and I don't have enough time left for the patterns. I've got 3 patterns left: the gold, the yellow, and the cream left. So I've got a lace and a solid and a lace, and then we put border rounds on it. And in December is when early December, the first Thursday of December, we'll be popping our border rounds on. I will give you a time to do whatever you want for the amount of rounds you want to, and then meet us back here for a final round, that sort of thing. Or I'll just do it and just get it done. And I'll do as many rounds as I want, and then you can just keep going for your rounds. I've always liked to give you a center amount of stitches. So each round from round 2 onwards, say round 2, 3, 4, and 5, whatever it is, of your border will be the same. And then right at the end, I'll give you this little gorgeous border through the whole 5 rows, or 7 or 10, depending on the blanket. This border won't be that big. To be fair, I can't remember what I decided to do with the border rounds on this. So I'm going to have a look at my pattern again. Well, I should know what you're doing. She doesn't know. She doesn't know. Oh, hi, Lou. Hello. Lovely to have you here. I missed that chat before. I do apologise. But yeah, hello. Oh, I've missed. No, that's it. Just yours. Not that yes, it's just yours. But there you go. Getting glitchy now, is it? I have started the stitch. You've started the stitch, the V-stitch. Buffering. We're buffering, are we? We're really buffering. Oh, we may have to head off. I'd like to stay. Let's have another drink and see what happens. Maybe it likes me when I drink, when I stop talking. Stop talking, it says. No more talking for you. Cheers. Are we still buffering? Can people let me know? Can you still hear me or not? It's good where Anna is. Okay. It's good in Melbourne. Isn't that interesting? Well, wait a minute. Raylene's in Melbourne too. If you are having problems hearing me, please let me know. Otherwise, I'll continue. I will continue. Just say, um, no good. I don't know what to say. No good. Bad connection. Whatever. Say yes or no. Can you hear me? Yes. Crackling too, but not bad. Oh, look what I did. I forgot to put the hook in before I pulled, and I lost a few stitches. Excuse me. Good now, just still slightly crackling. Okay, well, look, it would happen. It can happen. It can happen. All right, so is there any projects that you are creating with us here at Wow Crochet Designs? And I'll ask you again in case some people have come on that you are struggling with or need work on. Let me know. I'm in the west of Melbourne, if that makes a difference. I reckon it might, because I'm kind of what we call northwest, I think. I don't know, because they change it all the time. When we're on the news, they say over in the north, and I think, oh, I wonder what that is. And that's us. Oh, that's us. And then over in the west, wonder where that is. That's us again. And then over in the northwest, that's us again. Where are we? Just a slight crackle. Yeah, okay. Well, look, I don't know what they call us here in Glenroy. Sometimes they call us north, northwest, or just west. So I don't know. I really don't know. All right. So don't you love it? She doesn't know. I don't know where I live. Who am I? Can I help you? Who are you? I still have to get 2 balls of yarn to finish the V-neck vest. Oh, you still got that going. I forgot about that. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. That last section of the V-neck vest, the fronts can be a little tricky. So stay focused on it, yeah? A lot of people found it was a bit tricky to do. But look, it isn't. It's just count. It's chain, single crochet, half double, double, something like that. And each size has their own count. So keep in mind that it can be a little tricky. If you get your count wrong, your little V-stitch will be out of whack. V-stitch. I said V-stitch. Your little V-neck will be out of whack, yeah? So keep in mind that you just stay focused on count, and that's it. Yeah, good to know. Because a lot of people sent me private messages saying, oh, I don't know what I did. And I said, show me a picture, and like the count's all out of whack. So I say, take the last 2 rows undone and let's work on them together. And then the count goes back to normal. It's just a matter of getting your count right. And I love that V-line. I do love that one. I think it's a different kind that everybody does. Everybody does the double crochet 2 together and do that. I don't do that. I do it like that. And then I single crochet, half doubles, doubles, bring it down. Single crochet, half doubles, doubles, single crochet, half doubles, doubles, single crochet up, and it goes like that from the border rounds. Do that V, even though it's a little bit V, but the border rounds do a better V. It does a neater V. I don't know, can I say that? A neater V. Anita sounds like a name. Anita V, where are you? Anita. She's so naughty, guys. I don't know how you put up with me. I truly don't. So yeah, a V stitch. Try that again. I've got V-stitch on the brain now. A V-neck has a different kind of border. I hope that you like it, because it is a different one. Oh, I thought there was 3 there. There's only 2. Lucky. I didn't want to take undone the rows. But, I've done a few rows while I've been here, haven't I? Oh, no, I've only done half of the white, all of the gold, and I'm halfway through the blue. So there you go. And what else? What else can we talk about, guys? I think next week, let me talk about next week real quickly. On Tuesday, we are going to get part 2 of the Kisslock purse or Kisslock glasses case. And I've just did a rough idea here. On Thursday, we're doing part 2 of Jeremy's project, if part 1 goes up on Friday. And then Friday, I'm hoping to do a video vlog, which I've been longing to do for such a long time. But you know what? We'll see. We will play it all by ear. And hopefully I can get it done, because I've been wanting to get it done. And the thing with the video vlog, it's only because I've got the kitten with me. Next week, I'll probably just, lock her away and, maybe do it in the evening or something when she's asleep in bed. I can probably do one this week in the evening. Thursday evening, I'll do one. When she's asleep in bed, I'll sit here and do a 15-minute thing and edit it for next week. The vlogs are really important, guys. They tell you all the projects we were supposed to do to date and still haven't been done. So they will inform you, and you'll have information on when we'll be uploading the patterns on our website. That is also a big question that's going to be answered hopefully on our next vlog. Every time I say it, it never happens. Something comes up, like we've had the sheep show, I had Coburg, then I had the sheep show, and I just put everything on hold and do all those things, and then buy yarn, and then make projects for it, and then realize I haven't done anything on the website for a very long time. So yeah, we'll just have to get those patterns up on the website. Now, when I say the patterns up on the website, these are patterns that you don't see on the channel. Okay, there might be the occasional pattern that's on the channel that's going up on the website. I will get all those patterns up on the website as well, the written patterns. So if you want a written pattern or a written version of our tutorials, they will be going up on the website as well. But the patterns I'm talking about are the ones that you don't see on the channel that you really like and say, well, I want that. Why haven't you made it? Because I don't make everything on the channel. I'm not an octopus. Of course, I could do with the extra few arms. I can tell you, an extra few feet as well. She's so naughty. I could do with the extra few arms. Yes, it would be great. Imagine that. You'd have so if you had 8 arms, that's 4 projects. 2 working there. 2, 4, 6, 8. 4 projects. I'm visualizing it now. Visualize. I'm visualizing it. I'm visualizing an octopus sitting there, crocheting the 4 projects that we have currently going on the channel at the moment. All 4 projects. Well, this one here is complete. This one just needs to be uploaded. It's edited. It's already done. Exported. Everything's ready. All I have to do is press go, but I just don't have a proper photo for it yet. And I'd like to wait till tomorrow morning to get the photo. The daylight is going here in Melbourne, Australia. It is going, although it's staying daylight longer, guys. Have you noticed here in Aussie land, that we have longer daylights at the moment? Know what that means? Getting close to spring. I'm getting very excited. Longer days. I love the longer days. I love the longer day. The cat won't. Because the cat will think, oh, more time to play. Cheers, everyone. Yes, I love the longer days. So the longer days mean warmer weather. Warmer weather means going for walks outside rather than on a treadmill or in front of the YouTube videos that I like to put on, the workouts. To be fair, I haven't done any workouts since the kitten's been home. Oh, no, that's not true. You know, she has me running. I run into the kitchen like this, and she does that little jump that they do. You know, the kittens do that little jump. Then I run back into the corridor, and then I run back in the kitchen, and she does that jump every time and runs into a box. She chases me out, and I chase her back in, and I do a lot of running. At the moment, I'm doing, and I don't run. So it's a lot of running at the moment. So hopefully that might be good for me. Maybe I'll lose a few kilos doing that. Maybe not. The more I run around, the more hungrier I get, and the more I eat. It's like a vicious circle. It goes around, doesn't it? No, she's kept me on my toes. She's kept me very busy. And I have lost a lot of time of recording, which is another thing that's taking its toll. Like today, this afternoon, get this, before the video, I didn't want to wake her because literally before the live, she was dozing off and I didn't want to wake her. So I whispered into the camera the tutorial, and then what I'm going to do tomorrow, later tonight, I'm going to talk into the camera and put the voiceover underneath. Because I wanted to record part of Jeremy's color combination. I've never done that before, but I tried it because I thought, let's try it and see if it works. It's probably not going to work. I might have to pull the whole 2 rows undone, and they're relatively big rows too, so hopefully not. Don't you love it? So sometimes you just have to make do, don't you, with what you've got. You just have to make do with what you've got. But I did that. I thought I'd try it. It's only 2 rows worth. So when I say, oh, continue this all the way through and meet me there once you're done, that sort of thing. That's all it is really. And because it's a basic stitch, you guys know what you're doing. It's just a matter of the color change because, as you know, the Maximu yarn that I have, I bought 2 skeins of the blue and 1 skein of the multicolored one. So there will be a color change within the next every 5th row or something like that, or every 3 rows or something like that. And so I'm doing the first set in the color change, and then I'll get you to head off on your own and complete the sets until a certain amount of rows, which isn't a lot of rows to begin with, but it's hard to explain until you see it. So when you see it, you'll know. Now, guess what, guys? We're at the end of the row again. Yay, very exciting. Another row. So once again, you pop your hook without splitting the yarn that I just did. Let me remove this stitch marker. It can be a little tricky, the stitch markers. Into the stitch, like so, and you pull the loop through. Drop your blue, pass your cream forward, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, drop your blue, pick up your cream, pull through the last 2 loops, grab your blue, passing it forward, chain 1 with the white, cream, not white, it's cream. Pass your blue forward or back, chain 2, pass your blue forward, chain 3, add the stitch marker. Where did I put it? Oh, here's another one. Oh, let's use this one. This one's nice. It's easier to go in this one. Look at this one. It's thinner. There's other stitch markers there. Turn your work and do your next row. How many rows have I done? 1, 2.5, nearly 3 rows on the live. I'm not even calculating the time. I'm not rushing, to be fair. I'm taking my time. When I'm off air, I kind of go like this. Real fast because I want to get this done, right? But it's very hard to do it with your arms on the table. But there you go. Now I'm just going to slow it down again. My elbows are on the table. I'm so naughty. Elbows on the table. All right. How are we going? Chat. Good. No chat. No one's talking to me. She's crying. It's very loud. It's very loud. All right, guys. So once again, let me tell you what's happening for the rest of the week. You will be getting part 3, the final part, and it is the final part because it's done and edited, of this particular project right here, our shrug, our bolero shrug, if you will. You're getting that part tomorrow. It might even happen around lunchtime tomorrow because all I need to do is take a photo. That's all I need to do is get a photo. Hopefully it doesn't rain tomorrow. Actually, I don't think it is, but anyway. So that will be done tomorrow. And then on Friday, you're getting part 1 of Jeremy's colour combination that he chose a few weeks ago on Friday. You're getting that part on Friday. It's very exciting. And then Tuesday, I don't know. I said something before, but I can't remember. So I'm going to have to watch this live to find out what I said. I didn't write it down. I should have written it down while I was saying it. Anyone tell me what I said while I was doing on Tuesday? Part 2 of Jeremy's project. Was I? Let me write this down because I reckon I'm going to forget. I reckon I'm going to forget. So Tuesday will be part 2 of... Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong spot. Come on, Mare. Look, she's just lazy to turn the page over. That's what she's doing. She's so lazy. How do you put up with me, guys? All right, so Tuesday we're doing part 2 of Jeremy's project. I'm pretty sure that's what I said. Part 2, Jeremy. Yep. And I might have wanted to do the purse, but it doesn't matter. We can do that on Thursday. Regardless, we can do either way. It doesn't matter, yeah? And Wednesday, well, we always do our live Wednesday. And I don't like to record Wednesday, but I'm getting desperate lately because we need to catch up, yeah? And I've been recording on Wednesdays. So Thursday, we'll complete the Kiss Lock purse. And either way, vice versa, Tuesday or Thursday, whichever. I don't have any yarn. Let's try that again. I don't have any material for um, the lining to the purse. So I've got to find some material. I don't think I've got anything here. And so I may have to go to the shops to purchase some. So that means having to do that on a Tuesday or something, on a Wednesday. Anyway, Friday, I wanted to do the video vlog, didn't I? But we don't know. We don't know, guys. We don't know. It just depends on how my week goes. And yeah, it depends on how the week goes. But there you go. I didn't put Monday. Monday I didn't put anything because Monday I like to do the pattern updates, which I haven't been doing because I've been so far behind on the channel. So this time I've written it pattern must. It's a must. And in fact, guys, if you remember correctly, I wrote it on here and I didn't complete it. It says that by this date, let's go back. Which date was it? Talk amongst yourselves. Oh, it's a very long way away. See Thursday. No, that's not right. Talk amongst yourselves. Hello. Oh, I don't know what I've done with it. By this date, there should have been a pattern. Here it is. On Friday, the 4th of July, the pattern should have gone up. One pattern should have gone up on the website. 4th of July. Let's set a new date. We are now on, what are we on? Ask me a harder question. What's today's date, guys? Can someone tell me? Is it Wednesday the 20th? I don't know. It is. It's Wednesday the 20th. I do know. All right, so let's leave it till, not this Monday. That's no good. Let's leave it for Monday the 8th of September. And I've written, I've gone dyslexic. I've done that the wrong way around. Pattern up, capital U and a capital B. P. Thank you. Middle, it is the 20th. Yes, thank you. Pattern up on website. That's what I've got there for Monday, the 8th of September. And if that pattern is not up, someone's going to be in trouble. It's me. I'm going to be in trouble. It was me. Yeah, I'm going to be in trouble. Okay, so I've put it there. And what I'm going to do now is write on my book, Daily Work on Pattern for website. Daily Work on Pattern. Let's do it in black. Now, if you didn't know, this is what I do. Blue writes down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday's details. Green is the color that you guys, whenever you guys talk to me and tell me something or pick colors, or I write it in green so I can find it. Red, I use to tick off what I've done. And black is for bad things that I should have done and didn't do. It's to remind me that, no, if you see black on this page, you've got to move your derriere and get work done. So I'm going to write up the top of the page, pattern. I'll know what it means by the word pattern because I've been wanting to put the pattern up on a website for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks and still haven't done it. So no excuse now. I'm writing it on every page and then one by one these patterns are going up. I keep saying that, but they never go up. They're going to go up. I really don't know how I'm still awake. I know, Middle. What's going on? Oh, Middle, did you do your second stall already, or you haven't done your second stall or your third stall? How are your stalls going? You know, your shop that you're doing. How are they going, Middle? Let me know. I'd be curious. You can say it live. You don't have to tell me prices or anything, but just, are they going well? Are they going the way you wanted them? Did you expect more? Did you expect less? How are they going, honey? Just let us know. I'm curious. Curiosity killed the cat. Yeah. Oh, I just dropped another ball of yarn down there, a small one, but we don't care about that. We'll pick that up after the live. Don't you love it? Yeah, how are you going with your market stalls? Does anyone have stalls that they're doing as well as Middle? My craft market is happening in a few hours for the second time. Well, you better get some rest, young lady. I don't want to throw you off my live, darling, but you need to be on the ball. How long? Your craft market doesn't go long, does it? It's like a couple of hours or something. Yeah. How long does it go for? Do you sit there for an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes? What do you do? Because the last time you weren't on it for very long, were you? I don't think you had a long market. When we did markets, oh my gosh, they go all day. Oh my gosh, I won't do them again ever. I've decided never, never, never. Sitting there all day in the icy cold at some stages here in Melbourne, or the stinking hot. Sitting there all day, all day. No. And I have no patience because while I'm sitting there, I'm not recreating, yeah? Got 5 items sold before, $41 worth, and about 5 to 7 customer orders, one of which I'm done. Yeah, continue doing that, Middle, because that's actually working for you. It really is. It runs from 2 p.m. to 7. Okay, it's not much at all. No, it's 5 hours. Okay, it's 5 hours. I can count. Hey! 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Yeah. No, that's good, Middle. That's great. To be fair, I must admit, when I did do markets, it was better for me. Like, things moved. They did eventually move, and people came to the website and people came to the channel and things like that. But gee, the time you waste at the market sitting there. And when I'm creating, if I take a V-stitch blanket there, that's good. I just go bang, bang, bang and work all day. But if I wanted to create using numbers and count and everything, I just can't do that while I'm at a show. I tried to do count. I was making and I actually finished it. It was at one of the markets, and it was a little bralette, red bralette thing. And I got it all done, and all I had to do was do the straps that go up the back, and then they don't just tie up, they went through in and out at the back crisscross. So I had to do these straps to be like, I don't know, 150 chains sort of thing, right? On both sides, 150 on one, 150 on the other, and then slip stitch through them so that they were strong and they didn't break when the young one tied them up. And so I did that, and I had to count while I was there. And so I'd got to about 30, 40, 50. Someone would come up and I'd put it down, and I think, oh, where was I? So then I started putting stitch markers in every 10th stitch, and that worked well. But gee, 150 stitches. I had to bring bucket loads of stitch markers with me, and I had 2 of the stitches, so it's actually 300 stitches worth. So I had to bring, so then I started doing every 10th stitch and then every 20th instead. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and that helped me get less stitch markers. I feel like I'm the only one on the live right now. I don't know what's talking. That's so sad. It's so sad. I know, you and me, Middle. It's you and I. It's always you and I. You and I, you and me, both of us, together both. Tell you what, though, I wouldn't mind getting up to Canada one day. I really wouldn't mind coming up to Canada and the US and the UK and Ireland. And I want to go to India and meet some of our Indian followers. We've got a couple of Indian followers too. I want to go to Japan. We have a Japanese follower. She's lovely. China, we have a Chinese follower. I don't know if we have more, but I only know of the few. We have a French follower. Yes, a lovely lady from there. We have a couple of fellas, one in Canada and one in the UK. Oh, look, we have them. They're everywhere. Yes, come to Canada, she says. Do you know how long it takes from Melbourne, for flights from Melbourne? It's like 24 hours or something. It just takes so long. Sorry, busy chewing. I'm still listening. I know you are, Anna. It's all right, darling. I love you. Don't tell anyone else. Don't tell all 28,000 subscribers. No, I love Middle too. She knows I love her. She's my lefty. Middle sits right here. One of these days, Middle, if you ever come to Australia, it is a big hike. You know, it is. It's huge. It is a good 24 hours to get to the UK. So I don't know what it is to get to the US. I'd say it's the same. Wish I had multiple arms. I know I want to be an octopus. I want to be an octopus, especially when I'm creating 10 or 20 different things at the same time. You shouldn't have that many projects. I couldn't tell you. I have tubs under here with projects that date back from when my kids were babies. I have tubs in the laundry with the cat, which I better move now because she's going to start jumping on them, which have projects that date back from even before my children were born. What? That's like 100 years ago now. And I have, obviously, the modern projects. Don't worry, it's our secret. Oh, thanks, Anna. I want to get to Australia. Middle, if you ever get to Australia, you have to tell me. You cannot come to Australia without coming to Melbourne. You and I have to chat. We have to talk. We really do. If you ever get to Australia, I say that because Middle and I, we're kind of very similar people. We have the same thoughts. We have the same understanding, especially in crochet, more in crochet than anything else. But there you go. We're the same, aren't we? I'm going to have another drink, guys. Cheers. I think it's getting a little bit late here, and I want to stick around and talk to myself. But it does sound a little bit unusual for the neighbours. Imagine the neighbours looking into the window and just seeing me talk to the window. No, not the window, because my window's there. The mirror. I'm talking to myself. There's a mirror opposite me. But the vacuum cleaner's in here and everything's in here because of the cat. I have to put it all back in the laundry eventually. Cereal data, I think they call that cast-onitis. Cast-onitis. I love that, Anna. That's hilarious. But you know what? The worst part is I know that some of the projects I've created and started and put in boxes because I didn't like the pattern. Like, I don't like that pattern. And instead of finishing, I think, oh, we'll deal with it later. I don't like that pattern. We'll deal with it later. I like that pattern. And then you go back to the pattern and think, who did this? Oh, it's mine. Why would I make that? I don't like that pattern. I know I don't like that pattern. That's why I stopped making it. That's pretty much what I do. Serial starter. I got you. That's pretty much what I do. If I find something that I don't like, I do take it undone now. I take the yarn undone, wind it up, come into the yarn winder here, and wind it up on the yarn winder as well. And then put a little note at the bag saying, was created for this. I used to take a photo beforehand and print the photo off. I do, because I forget. And sometimes I'll take a photo and think, I don't want to make this anymore with this yarn. I don't like the yarn. It's old, it's acrylic, or whatever it is, cotton, wool, whatever it is. I say I don't want to make it anymore with this yarn. So I keep the pattern in the bag so that when I open up the bag, I like this pattern for this wool or that cotton or whatever's up there, that sort of thing. But I will make it with that. So I'll pop it with that. And in fact, every one of these bags have a note in there saying what I'm creating with it. So I don't have to think anymore now. Don't you love it? She uses her brains. No, she doesn't want to use her brains, but she doesn't want to think. Don't you love it? Yeah, I have a lot of those, says Anna. Yes, I'm surprised I'm staying on so long. You still are going for it, aren't you, Middle? You better be alert tomorrow when you are doing your stall or your stand or your table. I don't know what you call them there. We call them stalls here. I don't know what they're called there. I'm at 4 current projects plus 1 to get started, not including my custom orders. Well, you know what? That will keep you busy. You're still working too. You work as well, don't you, Middle? So this is not your only job. This is not your only job. So you work a lot. Skippy doesn't like that. You need to calm down and take a break sometimes. Skippy doesn't like it. She says as she works 24/7. I work all the time. And when I'm not working, I'm thinking about work, which is bad. I will run myself down one day. Well, I know when I'm run down when I get sick a lot. And we all do, we all get sick when we have to, when there's flu going around and things. But if you're getting sick all the time, like if you're getting sick every second or third week, that's run down. That's when you need to stop, pull back a little bit, take a break. And I've done that on the channel. I've said to you guys, right, nothing's going for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. I will do the lives, but nothing else will happen. And I do that a lot. And you probably find I'll do that in September because September has I get a lot of allergies and I get the sinus migraines and all sorts of weird things happen. It drives me nuts. Yes, I work, but I'm hoping to concentrate more on my new crochet business. It would be great if you could do that, Middle. If you could have that's what I say, if you have regular customers or regular clients, whatever you want to call them, then you can focus on business. But it's a little difficult to have regulars with crochet because with the crochet, people usually buy it when a baby's born or when it's winter or even, the one summer item that they want. So they don't buy weekly. It's not like it's a food process. like, she has carrots with her top. Or she sells bananas or apples or oranges with her dress, that sort of thing. It's not a food process, so people will purchase only when they need it, or when they're, making gifts for someone or want gifts for someone, that sort of thing. So it doesn't get purchased a lot. So regulars are great, but they're not always there for you. Like, they're only there sometimes, which is fantastic as well. But you don't have regulars that buy from you every week. It just, well, they'll be lucky if you do. I hope that you get that middle, because that would be amazing. That would be amazing. I mean, unless, of course, you are creating for a shop. If you can get into a shop. Now, getting into shops are very hard or difficult. They only purchase from larger chains. And when I talk about larger chains, crochet just is terrible at the larger chains. The crochet does not look right in larger chains. So I don't know what they do, but it doesn't look right. So, yeah, they should purchase from us, Middle. You and me, we'll sell to them, won't we, Middle? To those shops. We can sell to them. We'll make a few items and then just keep pumping them out weekly. That would be good fun. Yeah, it's a lot of work for crochet. I hope to own my own shop one day with a coffee shop. I wouldn't mind doing that. And actually, that was my plan before we were all indoors, and we won't go there. And I got nervous to start that plan. That same year, I literally left work, full-time work, in 2019, Christmas 2019. And in 2020, I went on a cruise, a crochet cruise with Unwind Craft Cafe. And when I got back, I said, when I get back, I'm going to think about opening up my shop, this and that. That's what I wanted to do. And when I got back, it was literally February, late February. I was getting my nails done at the salon, and I looked up on their television screen, and it says, people overseas are closing their doors. And I'm thinking, what's that about? So I didn't take the risk. I said, you know what? I'll wait 6 months, because I'm really nervous about starting. I want to know what I'm doing. I didn't know the business side of it. I knew the crafting side. I knew that I needed to purchase yarn and have someone barista doing the coffees and that sort of thing. I could have learned how to make coffees and things myself, but I was there for the crafting. And I had a family member who knitted, family member who sews, family members who crochet as well. We do them all. And I was going to ask them to work there, and they would have, done their few hours here and there and just got 1 or 2 hours in. And they get paid for it. I was going to do that, but it just didn't work. By the time March had hit, we were indoors. All of us were indoors around March, April, I think, of that year. And all I could think of was, oh my gosh, I would have got a mortgage out to get a shop, because, to get a shop is not cheap, right? And it's not just a shop. You've got to buy all the items that goes in the shop. You've got to be ahead of yourself before you even start. And then you start. You have to have everything ready. I'd have to have a business partner, someone who knows the business side of things, because I don't. I would have to have a social media person, someone who does all that stuff, because I wouldn't be able to do that. Like, there's so much involved with opening up a shop that I just didn't want to do that year. And I'm so glad I didn't, because I would have folded and lost everything. Not that I had everything to begin with, but there you go. Yeah, so that's the idea. But I wouldn't mind the idea of having a little coffee shop where people come and they learn crochet. And I sew too. I've done sewing all my life, since I was, I don't know, very young. So I sew as well. So I've done it all. And I was tempted to do that. And I wished I had done that maybe a few years beforehand. The shop would have still done well. We could have done online classes. It would have been okay for the time. But I didn't do it. And of course, afterwards, I kept saying, I'll do it next year. I'll do it next year. But then the next year came and we got indoors again. And the next year, we were indoors a lot here in Melbourne. We were the worst all over the world. So I never did it. And I'm still holding out whether to do it or not. Now, guys, I'm at the end of the row again. This is probably the last time I do this live. And then I think it's time to head off, guys. I think it's time to head off. I've been talking way too long. So once again, you pop your hook in the stitch, pull a loop through, drop your cream, pass your gold forward, pick up your cream and pull the loop through the first 2 loops, drop your cream, pick up your gold, pull it through the last 2 loops, drop your gold, pass the cream forward, chain 1, drop your gold, pass the cream back, chain 2, drop your gold, pass the cream forward, chain 3, pop the stitch marker in. And let's use a stitch marker right here. Gorgeous. And that's pretty much it. Such a simple process. Very, very easy. Yeah, I'm going to finish up here now, guys, I think. I could sit here and talk and keep going with the V-stitch blanket. I've done heaps already. So there you go. What have we got there? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing about getting to bed. But if you're heading off right away, I'll wait. Well, I'm actually heading off right now, guys. I will give you another update, just letting you know. Final part of this top going up tomorrow, probably around lunchtime-ish, if you will, ish. And the next part of the first part of Jeremy's colour combination will be going up on Friday. And then we have our live on Saturday. And don't forget, guys, to join us for our live on Saturday at 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country so you too can get to choose a colour combination out of one of these 2 bags. Hopefully I'll have a 3rd bag wrapped by then. And one of the 3 bags, and you can choose one of those colours. Now, it's up to you if you want your bag opened during that live, or if you want me to hold on to it and open it during the tutorial. It's entirely up to you. Now, Karen last week, she opened hers live, and it was the beautiful Maximu's yarn. Again, we've got 2 Maximu yarns happening over the next week or so. I'll have to make sure I pop his picture in both of those tutorials so you get to see him. And so we've got the 2 happening. So there you go. All right. So thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget to join us Saturday. My name is Mary. This is Crochet Designs, and I'll catch you all soon. Ciao for now. Try to be good. Yeah. Bye all.